The Boston Blades notched their 5th victory of the season last night, but no one will say it was easy. Both teams rattled off streaks of 3 unanswered goals and were deadlocked 5-5 in the last minute. But Boston's Whitney Naslund lit the lamp with 14 seconds left to give her team a tough but well-deserved win. And today the Calgary Inferno take the ice with pride in their hearts, but revenge on their minds. And you'll see it here on New England Hockey Showcase. We are on location here again at the Lawler Arena on the campus of Merrimack College in North Andover, Massachusetts, where today the Calgary Inferno come into town to take on the Boston Blades. Hello and welcome to New England Hockey Showcase, the program that travels around the region to bring you the coolest game on the planet. Alongside crew members Dave McMahon, John Cimino, and Brian Jocelyn, I'm Bill Robert, and there's one crew member I haven't mentioned yet because he's making the transition now. He goes from behind the camera to behind the mic. I'd like to welcome Bob Boyce aboard. Bob, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you very, very much, Bill. This is exciting teams out here. We watched them play to a game that was just absolutely thrilling the other night.
Yeah, it's actually it was funny. It's funny. You talk about a shootout. In the shootout, there are two ways you can describe a shootout in hockey. One is a high-scoring game. The other one is obviously what they do to decide if it goes in overtime, still tied.
I was worried it was going to go into a shootout for overtime, but the Blades came through.
Yeah,
less than a minute to go and put that puck in the net.
Actually, less than 20 seconds to go. 14 seconds left to go when the shot found the back of the net. So it was a shootout that almost went to a shootout, but last-second heroics by the Boston Blades, bringing them the victory, which gives them now a 5-1 record on the season. The only loss coming a couple of weeks ago on the road, actually last weekend, to the Brampton Thunder. But they're looking good, and they're atop the table right now in the CWHL.
These young ladies skate unbelievably well. You look at it and you say, well, there's a bunch of ladies out here playing hockey. No, you don't want to go in. They're not allowed to hit, but you don't want to go in the corners with them. I'll tell you that much.
It's true. One problem we saw last night, Bob, with the Blades is they were having some issues handling the puck in their own zone. Jillian Dempsey got burned, actually, from the right wing corner. She just tried to send a cross-ice pass, wound up going onto the stick of Danielle Stone for the Inferno right in front of the net, and she just blasted it before the poor goaltender, Alyssa Fromkin, even had a chance to react to it.
The fact that she's very heavily loaded with centers.
Yeah,
being the winner from last year of the overall, they had the last place for draft, and a lot of those good wingers went ahead of them.
And keeping in mind, too, this season, because it is an Olympic year, a lot of the normal stalwarts you'd see with the Blades are actually with the U.S. national team or the Canadian national team, as is the case of the goaltender Genevieve Lacasse. But the interesting thing here is you're missing people like, just think about this, you're missing people like Casey Bellamy, Kate Buser, Megan Duggan, who's, by the way, the captain of the U.S. national team this year. We mentioned Genevieve Lacasse already, goaltender Molly Schaus, and let's not forget Hillary Knight, last year's season MVP.
She was tremendous,
As far as the players that are out there today, a lot of the ones we've seen so far in the first 2 episodes of this program, including a lot of the really bright stars from the class of 2013, that draft class. Kelly Cook, Jillian Dempsey. Cook helped out on a goal last night by Casey Pickett, who's another member of the Blades draft class of 2013. Jill Cardella, Blake Bolden, Rachel Lannis, Shannon Mahoney. They're all getting into the play, and they're all making an impact.
Casey seems to know what to do with that little black disc.
Yes.
I think it was the opening goal or one of the games.
I think it was the second goal, but it was a really tough angle. She got the dish off from Cook, and then, in fact, it was such a tough angle that Calgary was arguing whether or not it was an actual goal.
Yes. I noticed that last night, Calgary was sending too deep, trying to bust up the defense on Wilmington. I'm sorry. Freudian
slip. We both used to do Wilmington High School hockey. In fact, it was funny. I was mentioning this yesterday, too, talking about Casey Pickett. Her younger siblings, Megan Pickett and Brian Pickett, both played for Wilmington High, and we did a whole bunch of their games. So obviously.
So when I refer to Pickett, I automatically go into the Wilmington mode.
But it still wouldn't be an official hockey game if we didn't have at least one Pickett on the roster.
That is true. But they tried to bust them up a little bit, but later on, they got in tune with that and started to play a wider game, and that took care of the 2-man that they were running in deep on the defenseman. At first, it was a little confusing, but after that, they got it taken care of.
No, they got a nice forecheck, gave a lot of pressure to Boston. Boston hearing a lot of footsteps in their own end, and as a result, last night, a couple of times, Calgary capitalized on poor puck handling by the Blades in their own end. The two teams are warming up, getting ready to go, and when we come back, we'll bring you the opening face-off. It is the Canadian Women's Hockey League, the Boston Blades hosting the Calgary Inferno. We'll bring it to you right here on New England Hockey Showcase. What a glove save there! still has it. Gets a shot. Score! Top of the slot. Slap shot. Score! With the shot. And it's save. And it's save. And it's save. Center pass. Score! Loose puck. And it's save right in front. Without the glove. And then found the back of the net. Score! High above ringside at Merrimack College, where today the Boston Blades host the Calgary Inferno. Both teams getting set to start first period action now. Starting lineups for the Inferno. Up front, it's going to be number 15, Abby Laking, along with number 22. That's going to be Jenna Cunningham, and also number 6, Carolina Urban. Starting on the blue line, we've got Kelsey Webster and Erin Duggan. Delane Bryan starting between the pipes for the Inferno today. For the Blades, a little bit of a change up front. They've got Alyssa Wolflauer starting off today. She had 2 goals in last night's game. Also up front today, starting off, Ashley Cottrell, number 16, and also Rachel Lannis, number 12. On defense, Blake Bolden, who's been starter on defense pretty much all the times we've seen Boston play this year. A little change. Normally she's out there with Drew Burns. Today she's starting out there with number 19, Maggie Taverna. Also a change in the starting goaltender, as Brittany Ott will start the game between the pipes today for the Blades. And Ott, obviously, you saw her had some good play, but the last game that was here that actually you weren't at, she faced 31 shots and stopped them all.
She has those big blue pads on there, and
yeah. Shades of Maine.
What? Shades of Maine. She's out of Michigan. She lives from Lansing, Michigan, so you know, a little darker blue, she would have been okay.
Okay. Getting set for the face-off here. Lannis coming out, going up against Urban. And we're just about ready to start this one here. And face-off won by the Blades, goes back to Taverna, who now scales it in. Doesn't get it all the way into the Calgary zone. It stopped there and then brought back. And the Inferno have it now. Calgary with it, pressing. Cunningham pass over, and fanning on the shot a little bit there is Urban, and they will just clear it out. Coming back to get it now for the Inferno, number 9, that's Erin Duggan. Nice little chip on the forehand check there. Wolfeiler has it, and it's knocked into the zone. Cottrell taken down there, and it looks like we'll have a call for that trip. And only 26 seconds into this, Boston's going to get a power play opportunity, as they are going to be bringing off, looks like Carolina Urban's going to go for that trip. Urban, number 6, getting the gate. And so the first power play opportunity going to the Boston Blades.
They're going to put Bolden back here in a point, and she's got one heck of a slap shot from there.
Indeed. So does Burns, who's on the other side. Dempsey out there right now in between Naslund and also moving up there. I believe that's Emma Rambo moving in. And let's see here. A little bit of a delay here.
Yeah, discussing what the trip is and who got the penalty.
And who wound up with the trip to the penalty box.
Yeah.
It was Urban. She'll be serving 2 minutes. Bolden has it now after the faceoff. Pass over to Burns. And it's tipped a little bit. Rambo's in there right now battling. And let's see, chipped over, tried to get it to Dempsey. Couldn't. Holler trying to get it out now. In front. Oh, backhand attempt. And the early save there by Delane Bryan. A loose puck, it goes over to the right wing boards and chipped back to the point there by Rambo. Burns chips it in now. Loose puck up the slot, and it's going to go all the way down. Cleared the length of the ice by the Calgary penalty kill.
Some good chances there.
And Ott fields it there, and a little pass behind the net. Boston's got to be careful. Last night they got burned by poor puck handling in their own end. So hopefully they can not do that today. Once again, though, that forecheck, it's a really heavy forecheck by Calgary, and so far it's been pretty effective. Minute 12 left to go on the penalty. And it goes into the Calgary zone, and it's just going to be fired back out. A little whistler halfway up the ice. It's taken there by Kira Dostal. Passes it over and gets it now over to number 13. That's Shannon Mahoney. And the shot goes in on net, and it's stopped there by Bryan. Coming out along the boards with it now, Duggan trying to clear. She's harassed heavily by Mahoney. Puck's going to be chipped back into the Blades zone, and fielding it there once again, Ott. She's going to get it to Dostal as the Blades try and move up the ice. It goes down to Casey Pickett. Pickett has it now for Boston. She moves up ahead and gets it over, and the Blades chip it to once again into the Calgary zone, playing a little bit of a dump and chase hockey. Back there going after it, but not getting it there was number 4, then of course Jill Cardella. Pickett along the boards, gets it back to Cardella now. Cardella in the corner. Oh, tries to center it in front to Mahoney. It was chipped wide. Jensen's got it now. Moving up and back now. Jensen's got it. Pass back up and getting covered heavily there. For the Blades was Mahoney. It comes out of the zone, so they'll have to reset. 11 seconds left to go on the advantage. Dostal with it right now. She carries it back into the zone. Going into the right wing corner. Goes around the net looking for Casey Pickett. She gets her now. Chip behind the net once again. Nobody there, though. And it's kept in. Nice little job there by Pickett. And then it's knocked out by Calgary. Cunningham's got it now, and we're back at even strength. Cunningham with it now in her own zone in the face-off circle. Taken away there. Landis could get to it. Nice job there taking the puck away from the Calgary defender, the Calgary forward, actually, Cunningham. And right now, Blades continue to press in the Calgary zone. Bolden's got it now. She's able to get some space in the slot. However, the shot will go off one of the Calgary sticks and wind up in the protective netting over the glass. And therefore, the puck will be out of play, and we will have a face-off in the Calgary zone.
Well, we see both teams sending the forwards in back checking, trying to tie up the defensemen getting out of the zones. It even taking gambles on the power play.
Landis wins the face-off back to Taverna, back over to Bolden now, who chips it in. And it's brought out by Calgary. With it now is Zuber, and she slams it into the Boston zone, goes all the way behind the net. Going back for it there is Berzins for the Inferno. Goes now to Schroeder, stopped in front. Nice little bit of defense there. I believe that was Bolden once again. Back to Schroeder now. Shot goes in all the way on Ott. She gets the stick save to it and kicks it aside. Goes back to Schroeder now in the right wing faceoff circle. Pass attempt goes off a stick. A little bit of a hot fly there. Goes across the zone and comes outside now. Calgary will have to get everyone out and reset. Puck now scaled back into the Boston zone, going after it now. That is Blake Bolden. Bolden has it now and gets past the forecheck of Laura Dostal, but then loses the puck. Peacock's got it now for Calgary. Centering pass attempt in front, went off a stick, popped wide. And let's see, they try and put it in front. Wolfauer tries to get it out. Chip pop fly goes behind the net. Bolden going down to the ice. He's able to get it out, though, to Taverna. Taverna now chips it along the boards looking for Cottrell. Cottrell backhands it off, but Calgary picks it up once again. With it there is Duggan. She gets it over to Webster. Webster now in her own zone, circling around, looking for and getting the pass over to Crom. Crom tries to pass a little too far for Peacock. She's able to keep the momentum going, though, and winding up with it in her own back corner there now with it. Number 18, Kira Dostal, tries to get it up to Dempsey. Dempsey gains the blue line. She's moving in right now on Webster. Stop short, and the shot, and the blocker saved there by Bryan. Goes behind the net, scaled around the boards, kept in there. Nice job by Drew Burns. He tries a little centering pass, but nobody's there. Naslin's got it now, but then she's broken up. They almost had it to Whitney Naslin right in front. Clearing attempt held in there by Dostal. Nice job there, but it's taken now. And with it, that's Danielle Stone, who had a hat trick in last night's game. Gets it up to Purcell now in the zone. Centering pass. Oh, they couldn't get it. I believe it was blocked. At least knocked the skew, so that Purcell couldn't cash in on it. Rambo's got it now, just coming out of the off the bench as the Blades change up and get fresh legs. With it now is Purcell, who chips it into the zone. Burns has it now, is just going to knock it into the zone.
That's going to be icing.
That'll be an icing call, and we'll bring it back into the Boston zone. 17:05 left to go in the first period, and so far we're scoreless between the two teams.
Last night, the Calgary defenseman kept backing up on the goalie, and it caused them some problems in there.
Yeah, in fact,
and they're doing the same thing tonight,
yeah.
And Boston's going to take some advantage of it.
Goes around the boards now. Schroeder's got it now. Tries to chip it into Urban, looking for a redirect. Behind the net now, Laking's got it. They try a centering pass out to Urban. Goes wide, but kept in the zone there. I believe that's Duggan with it once again. And the Blades have it now. They try and chip it around. Kept in, though. And knocked aside by Ott once again. Coming in there, trying to get it there was Berzins. Rambo tries to carry it out and gets clotheslined a little bit. Urban's got it now. She just pokes it ahead. And with it is Berzins coming in the right wing. Back to Urban now. Urban tries to put it on net, get a redirect attempt. Didn't really happen. Ott was down in position and gobbled it up easily. And we'll have a face-off in the Boston zone.
Well, they're pressing one another very, very deeply in their zones. But Boston's kind of letting their goalies see the puck better than... and this is what happened last night.
And once again, off the face-off, it's won by the Blades. It's chipped out now and goes over to Mahoney. Goes off of the stick of Casey Pickett, and Calgary will pick it up now. Moving with it there, that's Bianca Zuber. Taverna's got it now for the Blades, going through center ice. And she's going to backhand it into the zone once again. And there, Bryan will stop. Webster will try and chip it out, goes along the boards. Cardella has it now, back to the point. To Bolden. Taverna just puts it over everything. And actually, Cardella's got it once again. Casey Pickett side of the net there, gets it to Taverna now. Taverna tries to get the shot in. It's blocked, and there's a race for the puck. And that was Rihanna Curio trying to get it, but Taverna's able to get to it first and knock it back in the zone. And when she does that, the Blades will come on with fresh legs. Cardella almost took it away in the forecheck there, and it's kept in. Nice job there by Cottrell, but it's knocked out now. With it is Drew Burns now for the Blades. She gets it over to Blake Bolden. Bolden tip bounces off his stick a little bit, but still gets to Wolfeiler, who passes it right off, and then it's knocked back into the Calgary zone, and it's passed out right now. Burns and Crom tied up. Crom's able to slam it into the Boston zone, though. Otto stop it behind the net, and then scale it around the boards. But Dostauer's there to pick it up. Alanis trying to get it now. Burns with it. Does a little side step. Right to Peacock, though. However, Alanis was able to get the stick in the way and block that shot, went wide of the net. In front there, Peacock tried to get it. So did Dostauer. And it's actually going to go.
That was off.
That was off.
That was offside.
Here come the Blades right now. Alanis with it. She's got Cottrell, too. Oh, she loses the handle of the puck, though. And Hauer now kicks it behind the net, where it's taken by one of the Blades. Loose puck in front. Nobody there. Kept in, though, by Kira Dostal. It's chipped up the boards now. Goes deep, looking for and getting Alyssa Wolfeiler. She had 2 goals last night. Loose puck there. Our first one to get there is Dostauer. And she chips it behind the net once again. Coming in now is Rambo. Rambo just puts it on the net. Goes a little wide, actually. They tried the redirect attempt there from Wolfeiler. Tries to center it in front. Tried to get it to Lannis. Couldn't do it. Wolfeiler still holding up in, as they call it, Gretzky's office. Chipped back behind the net now by the Blades once again. And Haver will try and just do a little backwards pass and get it out to Dostauer. Dostauer looking to carry it out now. Moving, gets the pass. A little too much mustard on it, though. Couldn't get it to Crom. And they've got Calgary in a line change. Here come the Blades now. 3-on-2. Shot by Rambo. Goes off a stick. Nice little defensive play. I believe that was Duggan who got a stick on that incoming shot. Wound up not getting to the goaltender at all. And right now with it is Page for the Calgary Inferno. She passes over looking for Stone.
She put herself offside.
Put herself offside. The puck went a little bit behind her. It was deflected by one of the Blades, and then Stone went in and tried to grab it after the fact and wound up offside.
I thought this was no checking.
Well, no heavy checking.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm seeing a lot of bodies flying on off the ice.
So far, though, the referee's putting the whistles away, letting them play. And the faceoff won by the Blades. With it now is Kira Dostal. Dostal chips it right from the center circle, right in a net. And Brian has to play it.
5-hole.
She got everything down, though. She was ready for that shot, but rather than just scaling it in the zone, make the goaltender work a little more. Oh, and there, a loose poke and a loose puck there. And Dempsey went down, and we've got a
penalty
now as Page touches the puck, and it looks like Boston will have their second power play.
Like somebody in the Inferno is going in.
That looks like it's going to be number 18. That's Chelsea Purcell. Purcell gets the gate for 2 minutes. And the call from the referee is tripping. So once again, the Blades with a power play for the next 2 minutes. They face it off in the Calgary zone. Dempsey to take the face-off. Wins it. Gets it over to Naslund now to Bolden. Bolden gets it over to Drew Burns. Back to Bolden now. Bolden, high top of the slot. Tries to fire it in. Bounces off of Urban. Nice job there. Bolden still has it. Is able to get it just past the forecheck. The sweep check there. They get it to Naslund now. Naslund tried to pass it over to Rambo. They get it to Dempsey now, who's got it over along the boards. With it, there's Whitney Naslund now for the Blades against the left wing boards. Passing now for Blake Bolden. Bolden tried to get a redirect attempt from Rambo, who was camped out right in front. Couldn't do it. And there's a loose puck. They've got to watch out. They gave up a shorthanded goal last night. Urban pressing on Naslund, but Naslund able to get control of the puck.
She just skated in front of her. Just kept her away from that puck.
Just led her to the puck. Nice job there by Naslund, the Blades captain. Bolden curling around to get away from the Calgary forecheck. Once again, that Calgary forecheck is fierce. Nice job there on the PK. And it actually is knocked in toward the net by Abby Laking, number 15, but it goes well wide. With it now, that's Curio.
They got 2 people in it.
A backhanded pass looking for a trailer. No one there. And therefore, the Blades will have it now. Over the blue line onside, that's Dempsey with it. Dempsey with a shot goes wide to the far side. And keeping it in there, Dostal actually gets knocked out now. Naslund's got it at center ice. She's just going to hold it for a little bit there. And brings it through. Puck almost all the way through the neutral zone when it's chipped back into the Boston area by Schroeder. And here come the Blades with it once again. 38 seconds left to go on the Boston advantage. Dostal coming up the right wing. And she's met with 2 members of the Inferno. And they're able to chip it out once again. Fielded there by Jill Cardella, who just avoids a check by her opposite, number 4, Laura Dostauer. And it's chipped in once again. Here we go. Pickett has a little lane. Pickett does a dipsy doodle with the face-off circle and gets the shot in, but Brian's able to flash the glove and stop that one.
That's the first real good chance they had on this power play, and there's only 18 seconds left on it. The penalty killing for the Infernos has been outstanding.
Nice little dipsy doodle there from Pickett. She was able to keep it on the forehand, get off a nice wrist shot. Brian equal to the task, flashing the glove and keeping that one out. Face-off won by the Blades once again. Brought back, and the Dostal is going to be picked off, and with it now is Stone. Stone had 3 goals last night. She's moving in now. Shot, and a save by Brittany Ott on the short-handed opportunity by Calgary.
That's the danger of this thing. They take those shots out there in the forwards for the Flames. The Inferno Flames. The Inferno just sit out there and they block them and they go past that defenseman and it's away to the races.
Face-off won once again by Boston. Really doesn't matter at this point. They have it in their own zone with just 2 seconds left to go on the advantage, and Calgary will get the player back. Comes out to the neutral zone now. Page has it for the Inferno. That was Julie Page, number 16. Goes behind the net now. Dostal passes, and it actually gets passed right back to her. And with it now is Jill Cardella, who moves it up through the neutral zone at center ice. And taking it now, Jackie Pieri. And the shot goes right in on Ott, and once again she steers it aside and then just ties it up for the face-off, taking no chances. And once again, the Blades sometimes passes not entirely crisp, and Calgary making them pay.
The Flames are that other team in Calgary, aren't they? I think
same colors and Flames, Inferno. I mean, yeah, the Blades wear the same colors as the Bruins, but at least it's the Blades. It's not like they're the Bears. Otherwise, we'd be like in terrible trouble here. And Bolden trying to get it out for the Blades after the face-off. Goes to the backboards now. Urban battling for it along with Drew Burns. A couple of other players joining the fray too, but it's coming out. And with it now is Bolden. Bolden tries to pass. It's intercepted there. Pass a little offline and is taken by Schroeder and chips it back toward the Boston zone. And it's knocked back into the Calgary end of the ice now. Wolfauer tries to forecheck, but Schroeder does a little bit of a dipsy doodle there. And it's almost brought into the zone there by Cunningham. The Blades are able to get it out now.
Nice stick work.
Yes. Once again, Calgary has done this today in the last game too. Really nice job picking those passes out of the air. Some really nice hand-eye coordination. Landis has it behind the net now. Loses it, and Schroeder tries to kick it out. Cunningham goes past her. And with it now, that's Crom who chips it into the zone. She's battling now with Jensen. Jensen's able to come away with it and comes away from behind her own net and is on the move.
Here's the 2 forwards coming in after her.
Once again, back they've got Burns. Calgary pressing once again with it there. There's Duggan. Tries a centering pass into Peacock. And I believe it was knocked aside by Ott. Going down there was Crom. Back to the point now, Webster. Webster with a shot. That's blocked wide. I believe that was Lannis who got a stick or a skate or something on that. Wolfauer has it now for the Blades. Cutting in front of her own net. And now pass to Lannis, and she's just going to fire it back into the Calgary zone while Boston gets some fresh legs out there. And a nice job there checking. I believe that was number 16 for the Blades. It was Ashley Cottrell. Dempsey's got it now. And she goes past Naslin Ashley, looking for Rambo on the far boards. Doesn't get it. And now here comes Calgary. It's chipped ahead once again by Dostauer. And there's a line change. They're trying to catch him. Rambo right now for Dempsey. Dempsey moves into the zone. Stops up a little bit, curls. Tries to get it over to Rambo, who was trailing. Couldn't do it. Naslin going after it now, along with a couple of the Inferno. Kept in, though. Nice play by Boston. They pass over, but the pass is intercepted there and knocked out by Jackie Pieri. Knocked out, not all the way, though, but the shot-in attempt goes, I believe that bounced off of Dempsey. Dempsey in there now forechecking, but coming out with it now is Berzins. Berzins along with Zuber. Berzins going wide. Takes a shot in, and Brittany Ott will make the save. Nice save there.
Lost that.
A little bit of a juggle, but she's able to go right down and just trap that puck along the ice.
She got that up high, and then it dropped down in front of her, and one of the Inferno was there to try to make hay out of that thing, but she dropped down real fast and covered it up.
A little bit of a knuckleballer, but the Boston goaltender able to field it and tie it up cleanly. As a result, we've got the face-off in the Boston zone. Obviously, we're all back at full strength now. Both teams 5 aside. And the face-off is won by Calgary, but to their detriment, as it was basically swept back to nobody. So it'll go all the way back down into the Calgary zone. And trying to chip it out there is Schroeder, trying to get it over to one of her teammates. I believe that was Page, number 16. And it's still onside. Pickett's got it. Does a little bit of a stop there. Passes it up to Burns now. Burns chips it in toward the net, just went wide to the glove side. And Pickett in there pressing deep in the zone. Puck goes along the boards. And Calgary trying to knock it out there. Winds up on the stick of Danielle Stone, who carries it through now. Stone gets over the blue line. Going to have a shot on goal. Goes in all the way to Ott, who was able to steer it aside with the stick. And the Blades will come out with it now. Pass goes up to Pickett. Pickett moving through center ice right now. And she's just going to scale it into the right wing corner of the Calgary zone as the Blades change out. Yep. And Paige tries to get it, kick it up to her stick. The pass was a little behind her, but she kicked it too far, and as a result, it went into the Boston zone, and the Blades have a chance to pick it up cleanly. With it now is Wolfeiler behind her own net, being pursued heavily. I believe that was Cunningham. And let's see, it's going to go all the way up the ice. Won't make it to the red line, though, so it won't be icing. And they've got to field it. Goes around the boards now. Going in for it is Rachel Lannis is able to get it. Tries to chip it back to Wolfeiler. Puck goes behind the net now. First there is Kelsey Webster, but then Wolfeiler rides her off the puck, and it goes out to center ice. Bolden had it to Cottrell, but it's outside the zone. The Blades are going to have to reset once again.
They had 3 people heading for the net at that point in time.
Yeah, Wolfeiler chips it back into the zone. Knocked out there by Pieri, out of danger anyway for the moment. And it's passed out there, and I believe that was Urban. Urban's got it now. She's over the blue line. And unfortunately, she stood up as they were making a line change. And it comes to Boston now. With it is Whitney Naslund, who chips it back into the zone. There's the Blades captain going in there, battling against Haller. Naslund tries to get it to the stick. Haller winds up getting it, but then it goes off the stick of Rambo. And Schroeder being harassed heavily by Rambo of the Blades. And a nice job there keeping it in. That was Dempsey once again. And they're just going to fire it up along the glass. With it now is Peacock. They've got a 2-on-1 possibly. Pass over to Crom. The shot in. Went off the side of the net.
She had it.
She had it. Ottawa still trying to get over there. They just weren't accurate with it. When coming back now is Dempsey. Dempsey with a shot in. And the save there by Bryan in the Calgary zone.
A little push and shoving in there.
A little bit of chippiness. We saw that last night. 2 teams were a little chippy. 7:41 left to go in the first period. No score so far between Boston and Calgary, and the faceoff will be in the Calgary zone.
Erica Crom wasn't going to let her in anywhere near that goalie.
Correct. Dempsey to take the faceoff now, going up against Rihanna Curio. Dostal has it, fires it right in, and the glove save there once again by Bryan. So far, Delane Bryan for the Inferno. Nice job with that catching glove. She's stopped a couple of buttes, including the earlier one by Pickett on the power play. 7:37 left to go. And the Blades are ready to fly. Boeing reference. And the face-off not won cleanly, but winds up being taken by Duggan of the Inferno, who then gets it around to her defense partner, Webster. They bring it up now. Here's Purcell. It's stopped, though. Nice job by Dempsey, and she keeps it in again. Nice job keeping the bouncing puck there. Goes off of Naslund's stick. They try and scale it on the near boards now. And Paige is able to get it out, but the only person she finds there is Christy Jensen, who then gets it to Danielle Stone. Unfortunately, Stone picks off the pass attempt. Ott's got to be careful in her own zone with charging Calgary, but they'll come out with it now as Calgary was changing lines. And here's Mahoney with it now. Mahoney, as the Blades change up as well, she brings it all the way behind the net and then runs into the defense pairing. Haller tries to pass it out now. She's got over to Urban, gets it to Paige now. Paige, right wing, just fires it right in on net, easily steered aside by the stick of Brittany Ott. Pass now behind the net from Drew Burns looking for Blake Bolden. Bolden's got it now. She passes back to Burns. Burns just chips it along the board. And with it now is Casey Pickett, who then chips it right back to Burns once again. Burns goes back to Bolden. And she backhands it over to Mahoney. And they get it through center ice. And with it now is Cardella. Cardella has a lane. She's got an opportunity. Takes a shot. It goes wide. Maybe tried to go for the far side, but just missed. And here comes the Inferno.
She would have been better off going 5-hole because
absolutely. She had a shot there, but tried to go far with it and wound up putting it far wide to the right side.
It's kind of unusual to see in black and gold, see somebody with a number 4 out there.
Yeah, no kidding. And now Calgary with it. Nice long pass there from Duggan. And it goes over to, that's Laking once again with it. And she chips along the boards, gets past Jensen now. And going down, I think the referee's going to go for tripping. Let's see, goes back now and coming out with it once again. We've got, that's a trip, and that's got to be called. Bingo. That'll be called. Delayed penalty as Lannis brings it into the Calgary zone. Back pass there. Shut it. Wolfeiler tried to put it top corner and just emailed it right over the crossbar. Or maybe emailed it. And Lannis tries to set up there. Loose puck in front. Calgary finally gets to it. A couple of good scoring opportunities with the delayed penalty call. And Calgary's going to be rung up here for tripping.
This is the 3rd penalty for Calgary, and the Blades have not been in the penalty box yet.
So far they've played a very disciplined game. They were last night was equal opportunity. Both players from both sides winding up in the penalty box tonight. Not so. And it's Carolina Urban who's going to go for the trip.
like I said, it's you'll never see a black and gold 4 except in ladies hockey.
Right. Or if you're watching Clarkson, I think they're still using the black and gold colors.
Really?
But anyway, the faceoff won by the Inferno. They try and clear it, but can't do it. Burns has it now up to Bolden. Bolden, top of the slot. Pass down in the left wing faceoff circle to Naslund. Naslund back to Bolden out by the blue line. Gets it over now to the right point to Burns once again. Over now by the right wing faceoff circle. Pass and then pass back from Jillian Dempsey. Pass attempt in. Goes off a stick and is just going to be slammed right out there by Stone.
Boy, when Bolden has the puck on the point, they come right out to greet it. They don't want her to hit that big shot.
And almost caught on a line change there was Calgary, changing out their PK members. And a nice little backhanded pass there from Burns to Bolden, who now gets it to Dempsey. Tried to get it to Naslund, but it was chipped ahead. Nice job there. I believe that was a Schroeder for the Inferno. Blades have it now, though, along the near boards. That's Whitney Naslund with it once again. Gets it to Dempsey now. Dempsey moving a little bit. She's harassed heavily. She loses the puck, actually. She's broken up. Nice job there by Schroeder, but she gets it back. Naslund broken up now. Dempsey with a shot. Once again, nice job by Calgary. They're really getting in front, and they're blocking passes, and they're blocking shots. They're doing a terrific job of it. And we've got 48 seconds left to go in the Boston power play. Boston so far 0 for 2 on the power play, and unless things change quickly, it'll be 0 for 3. As they're still being penned in their own zone by that fierce Calgary forecheck. Cardella's got it now. Just a slow pass up to Pickett, who is then wrapped up by Kelsey Webster. Crom's in there as well. And it winds up coming out into the corner. And Dempsey, I'm sorry, that's Shannon Mahoney now for the Blades. Fired out by Webster. Kept in. Nice job there at the point. I believe that was Taverna, number 19. She's got it now. Pass to Pickett. Pickett back to Dostal. Back to Pickett. Pickett with a one-timer. She didn't get really much good wood on it and wound up shanking it wide from the left face-off circle. Up to Taverna now. Taverna goes in, and it's caught in Cardella's feet. She lost it for a moment there, but she's still able to get to it before Webster knocks it out. And poked ahead there. We're back at even strength now. And Dostal takes a shot in, but it goes off Crom. Once again, Calgary getting in front of those, doing a very nice job of it. Taverna now tries to put it in, and it's blocked by Dostal. But once again, puck goes down the ice, but Dostal was tied up, and here comes Pickett with it now. Pickett, a little bit of a sidestep, tries to get past Pierre, he can't do it, and the puck is taken out by, almost taken out by Duggan. Pickett, I'm sorry, that's to Haller. Duggan, pass in front to Wolfeiler. Wolfeiler had a chance to fake out the goaltender, Bryan, couldn't do it. Bryan got the pads down, and Wolfeiler just couldn't get it back to the 5-hole. There comes Peacock with it now for Calgary, over to Cunningham, rushing up the left wing. Cunningham loses it, and it gets chipped by Lannis. Cunningham with it now. Lannis is able to take it, then we've got the, looks like it's going to be a penalty against Boston now.
I said something wrong earlier. I said no penalties on Boston, and then right off the bat, we come back.
I guess so. Let's see. We've got a hooking call going up against, it's going to be Rachel Lannis for the Blades, who gets sent out for 2 minutes.
Well, so, Brian's been holding them in there.
Yeah, she's been doing a nice job between the pipes for the Inferno. And right now, it's up to Brittany Ott to be her best for the next 2 minutes, because Calgary's on the power play, and they win the faceoff. It's back to Duggan now. Duggan pass along the boards now, over to Page. Page, Stone, and also, in close, loose puck there, score!
Didn't take long for that.
I was about to mention Stone, Page, and Purcell. Last night they factored in a bunch of goals, and right now they score on the power play.
There's still 1 minute and 49 seconds left in the power play.
Well,
so
no, there's not, because they get the player back. Blades get the player back now.
Yeah,
obviously.
but I mean, just
11 seconds into that power play. 2:27 left to go in the first period. Calgary, as they did last night, scoring first. That's a power play goal. And I believe it was Stone who got it. 17. Have to
this
double-check the official
place
announcement.
is set up exactly like the old Gardens, and it's an advantage to the home team. The penalty box is right next to where the Blades are.
And the goal actually going to Julie Page. Unassisted, they say. It's a power play goal. And the Blades win the faceoff and now bring it into the Calgary zone. They're down by a goal now. That's the third goal of the year for Julie Page on the power play, and it gives Calgary a 1-0 lead. With it now in the Calgary zone, that's Taverna for the Blades. Pass in front, right there. Oh, put it wide by Rambo. Right in front, almost had the goaltender, Bryan, dead to rights. Just couldn't put it on. The puck going wide. And it's out of the zone now. Bringing it back in for the Blades is Christy Jensen. Goes behind the Calgary net. Giving chase there is Dempsey, but it winds up going in. Page, who just scored the goal. She's got it now. Chips it up and tried to get it to either Duggan or Stone. Taken there by Burns. Burns tries to pass it up to Naslund. Chipped in by Peacock there, but then goes onto a Boston stick. Here come the Blades, and they can catch Calgary on a power play. Shot by Rambo. I believe it went off the leg a little bit there of Duggan. Wound up going still on net, but didn't have as much speed on it, and it was easily knocked aside there by the goaltender, Bryan. With it now, that was Pickett. Gets it over to Dempsey, who's taken down. Mahoney chips it deep now. Try a centering pass looking for Pickett. They can't do it, and here comes Crom for the Inferno. She's just going to chip it into the zone. And actually, Ott has to go to the ice and fully extend herself with a minute left to go in the period. That's a bad pass intercepted there by Urban. Over to Dostal, back to Urban. Urban taking it deep, tries a centering pass. It's blocked there. Nice job by Dostal, standing up and blocking that pass attempt. And with it now, here come the Blades down by a goal. They pass it up and chipping it into the zone. Pickett's able to carry it in. With it now is Cardella. Blades could have numbers for the moment there. And they try a pass, and once again, Calgary getting in the way and then bringing it back the other way. And with it right now is Carolina Urban. Urban with it. Backhand pass to Cunningham, who then loses it but gets it back. And they tried to pass it to Pierre. It just went outside the zone. Then she tried to bring it back in. It's offside.
Well, as I was saying about the setup here, the penalty box is on the same side as the Blades, whereas that they can just swing around the corner and replace a player with the.
Well, it's weird here because
Calgary has to go across. Right. That was the way, and it was a big complaint at the old Gardens was that way.
And now at the face-off won by the Inferno, who knock it into the Blades zone. Trying to bring it deep there was Laking. Blades trying chipping along the boards now, trying to bring it out. Lannis had it there. Lannis tried to get it up to Bolden. Lannis had it now. Bolden, nice job keeping the skate on side. And the puck goes in the Calgary zone, but that's how the period will end. Calgary drawing first blood, and they'll take that into the dressing rooms.
Well, it's been a high-flying game. I'll tell you, Boston has had the puck advantage. And this goalie for Calgary is just...
Delane Bryant has been terrific.
Just terrific in the nets tonight.
By the way, Calgary's second pick overall in the 2013 draft. Well, she went number 1 in round number 2, so good pickup there for the Calgary Inferno. All right, we are at the end of the first period, and the score stands the Calgary Inferno 1 and the Boston Blades 0. Coming up next, we'll bring you second period action, and you'll see it right here on New England Hockey Showcase. Back for the start of the second period of action here at Merrimack College between the Boston Blades and the Calgary Inferno. Right now the Inferno out to a 1-0 lead. Goal that was scored late in the first period on the power play, and the goal scored by number 16, that's Julie Page, and that was unassisted on the power play, her third goal of the season at 17:32, and that made it 1-0, and that's where we stand right now. Shots on goal in the first period, Calgary with 10, Boston with 11, and they're set to face it off to start the second period now. It's won by the Blades and goes back to Blake Bolden now, who then gets run off the puck by Cunningham. And Calgary looks to move it through center ice right now. Laking chips it in all the way down near the goal. Ott has to play it, then just chips it off to Drew Burns, who gets it over to Whitney Naslund now. Naslund tries to pass up, bounces off of Cottrell, but it's brought in there by Dempsey. Dempsey with it going wide, trying to set up somebody in front. Pass just a little offline there, and Calgary will try to bring it up now through the center ice area, but it's brought all the way through.
That's gone for
icing. Icing, yep. All the way up the ice, so it'll come all the way back down the ice. Just 29 seconds into the second period. Once again, right now, Calgary staked to a 1-goal lead. Score right now, 1-0. And that one, I don't know if you can really fault Brittany Ott, because she was out of position. There were just a number of players going at it. But face-off won by the Blades goes in, and the save there by the goaltender, Bryan. Sounded like that went off one of the pads. With it now is Dempsey. Dempsey puts it toward the net.
Oh, there it is.
And they got the equalizer. Shot went in, I believe it bounced off the inside of Brian's pad. Waiting there was Rachel Lannis, who buried it.
I believe that was number 12.
Yep, Lannis, who got it there. And she ties this one up. Nice job for the Blades. It's Rachel Lannis, and that's actually her first goal of the season.
That's called being in the right position at the right time where you should be, right in that corner of that net.
Right.
Pick up that rebound.
Who got the helpers? I think maybe Cardella might have gotten one of them. We'll have to check. With 19:19 left to go in the second period. And it's won once again by the Blades. Pickett's got it now. Pickett tries to pass over once again. The Inferno getting in the way, but Pickett gets it back. Cardella does get the helper. And Pickett gets a point as well. And the Blades pressing once again in the Calgary zone. That's Lannis from Cardella and Pickett. And now it's tied up. All brand new and shiny, as Bob Wilson would say. And the play now in the Boston zone, although it's coming out, goes past everybody, though. And it looks like that'll be icing.
Yeah.
So,
referee's a little slow in lifting that arm up.
but they do finally get it up. Maybe they're not sure.
Maybe they're not too sure.
Raise your hand if you're sure, you know. That whole thing. Wow, I even get you to laugh at one of those.
Well,
this is a historic moment, folks.
I know.
He's usually rolling his eyes and going, oh, God.
Not another one.
Yeah. Face off in the Boston zone, and it's chipped over by Cardella. However, winds up going onto the stick of Aaron Duggan for Calgary. Goes behind the net now along the backboards, battling for it. There's Drew Burns, taken out there by Taryn Peacock. Loose puck now going back, and Cardella's got it. And we've got a whistle.
Little whistle. What's this for?
And the arm goes up, and we've got, looks like, is
that a holding?
Checking call or a roughing? See when they get the official announcement, but looks like the Blades will be shorthanded.
Boarding.
Boarding, okay.
She's got her for boarding.
There we go. So it's going to be given to number 18. That's Kira Dostal. And as soon as the Blades tie it up, they're shorthanded once again. Calgary will go on the power play.
Last time Calgary on the power play, it didn't take them long.
Not at all. And won by Calgary. They get it over. Duggan's got it now. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder puts it in blocked. I believe Naslin got a piece of that. Goes back now to Schroeder. Schroeder on the right point gets it over to Duggan at the left point. Duggan moving in. Takes a shot. Goes just wide. Hoping for a redirect there. Maybe getting it off the stick of Purcell. But that wasn't happening. Nice clear there by the Blades. And it'll go all the way down the ice where it's going to be picked up once again by Tegan Schroeder.
There's the difference right there. Only one forward checker on that, as opposed to Calgary. They had two people out there checking.
And let's see now with it is Page. Page, who has the power play goal, tried to shoot it in, went off the stick of Maggie Taverna. Page keeps it deep and then pass to Stone now. Out to the point now. And they pass it over. Duggan's got it right now. Duggan holding. And the pass back to Schroeder now. She loses the puck, actually. Dempsey's able to chip it out of the zone. Nice job there by the Boston penalty kill. Minute left to go on the Boston penalty. 17:22 left to go in the second period. And with it now, here's Danielle Stone. Stone ridden out the puck just about by Bolden.
Oh,
got
close
away
to
with
going.
One. And Bolden actually got the worst of it as she went sliding into the boards. With it there now, I believe that was Crom. Shot in. And the stop, I'm sorry, that was not Crom. I believe that was Haller. That was Madison Haller, but the puck scooped up there, taken out of the air with that catching glove of Brittany Ott.
It could have very easily been two people in the penalty box for Boston.
That's true. Bolden got away with one, although once again, I'd say she did get away with the worst of it. Oh. And actually, when the other player went down, you noticed that Bolden put up both arms her way. Not me.
I'm safe.
Face-off one now by Calgary once again. Out to the point there. Chipped in now, and I believe that one went wide, and it's going to go all the way around the boards, but kept in there momentarily by Jackie Pieri. Knocked out now. With it now is Kelsey Webster for Calgary. She brings it through the neutral zone, and it tips off the stick. Nice little job there, getting in the way there by number 16. That's Ashley Cottrell. And it goes behind the net right now for Calgary. 13 seconds left to go on the Boston penalty. Just about a successful kill for the Boston PK. With it now is Laking. She gains the blue line. Passes to Urban now. Urban, back pass there, went to nobody. Player wasn't prepared. And now Boston will get the player back. And here comes Holler with it now. Holler gets into the zone. All the way into the right wing faceoff circle. Oh, tried to get it to Cunningham. A little bit of a deflection, but it wound up going wide. And it's knocked out of the zone right there. And Dempsey trying to get it off the stick of Crom. With it now, that's Peacock.
Oh.
And a little bit of a collision there at center ice between Crom and Blake Bolden. Bolden, you do not tread into her territory lightly, for sure. Bolden tries to chip it away once again. She does. And then a pass goes off the skate of Laura Dostauer. And the Blades still trying to move it up into the zone.
Way offside. Way offside.
I believe it was Mahoney and maybe one of the other players still had been offside. So the faceoff will come outside the Calgary blue line.
She kind of zigged with that puck when she should have zagged with it, coming through that.
And so now the faceoff will be just outside the Calgary zone. Cardella going up against Curio, and it's won by the Blades, winds up in the feet of Jensen. She tries to pass to Pickett, it's picked off by Curio, but then goes off of a Blade stick, and with it now is Lannis. Lannis has the one goal. She gets it going wide now, right side. Tries a centering pass in front, actually, puts it right on, and it's tied up there by Bryan. So the faceoff will be in the Boston zone.
I don't know where the rest of the forwards were, but there was only her and one other person coming through, and I think that was Casey Pickett coming wide.
I think that was Pickett coming up between the left wing and the slot. And faceoff won by the Blades, goes back to Jensen now. Jensen passed to Cardella along the near boards. She just goes back with it, goes to Pickett now. Right wing corner, battle for it. Cardella's got it, although she hasn't taken off her stick, and Calgary tries to move up with it now. Berson's able to chip it ahead. Lannis going back to get it now for the Blades, although she's being checked heavily. Berson's had it momentarily. Blades have to get out of their own zone with it. And pass goes long, and that's going to go through everything. That'll be icing.
Hello.
And we'll bring it right back. The key, at least the last game and so far, what we've had of this game, really one of the keys for the Blades is getting out of their own zone cleanly. That two-forward check from Calgary has been giving them fits.
They're trying to stretch it out, and that's what those long passes are doing.
And maybe having them second-guessing themselves a little bit, too. Puck goes off of the stick of Danielle Stone. She's got it now in the left face-off circle. Tries to backhand it in front. She had Holler camped out there, but it's taken out by the Blades. And it's going to go all the way back into the Calgary zone with it right now. That's Jackie Pieri once again. Gets the pass out, tried to get it over to Purcell, number 18, Chelsea Purcell for the Inferno. Blades wind up with it. Cottrell now bangs it into the zone. I'm sorry, that was Dostal. Cottrell going after it now. Got an 18 and a 16. Their names both end in LL, so there might be a little misidentification sometimes. Calgary's got it now. Purcell with a big shot. And it's stopped by Ott, and she'll just tie it up. A little bit of disorganization there, as I believe both teams were chasing out, but as a result, they were able to bring it right into the zone. Nice big slap shot from the spot between the face-off circle and the blue line, and Ott saw it, read it cleanly, and was able to get the glove out to catch it. And right now, Calgary wins the face-off.
Oh,
they try and get it.
There.
One-time attempt, and she absolutely fanned on it. That was Schroeder. Nice job there. Who was that getting in the way of that pass? It was Jillian Dempsey. But then it comes back, and Calgary tries to bring it back now. Nice defense there from Maggie Taverna. She's got it now. Just tries to chip it ahead. In there as well as Dempsey. Cottrell's got it now. Cottrell, Taverna, and a few of the Inferno as well. And it's going back now. Duggan will pick it up and take it for the Blade. The Inferno. Cunningham with it now.
Oh, she just picked it
almost picked off there by Cottrell. Cottrell just puts it in on net. It's blocked in front, and Calgary moves it out now. Coming up the ice with it there, that is Jenna Cunningham. And let's see, we've got another penalty coming up here.
Yeah, we're going to get a hooking call.
Yep. And so it looks like...
spun her right around. When you do that...
Yeah, you're going bye-bye.
You're going bye-bye.
At least for 2 minutes.
It's called a sin bin for a reason.
Indeed, and Calgary actually assessed the first 3 penalties, and I believe we're even now. Actually, was that a hook? Yeah, okay, it was a hook. I wouldn't see anyone going to
it was a hook.
Yep. Now Shannon Mahoney going in the box, so she'll be serving the 2-minute minor as the faceoff comes in the Boston zone with 13:27 left to go in period number 2. Right now, this one knotted up at 1 apiece. Stone tries a shot, and it went well wide. It actually bounced off of Dostal. And she's just going to scale it out of the zone. The referee there just zipped right past her head, eye high, and she shook her head. She's like, wow, that was close. And once again, the Blades still only bringing one forward back to do the forechecking. Page is able to check it into the Boston, or chip it into the Boston zone now, I should say. And it goes up along the boards, takes a little bit of a Boston bounce. And Burns almost had it for a second there. Purcell now puts it behind the net, tries to go off the boards. And with it now, that's I believe that's Pieri. And clearing attempt.
Oh,
Page almost got it out of the air, but wasn't able to fully stop it. So Calgary's power play will have to reset. Pass goes in, and they had it to Page there. Chipped back out, though, by one of the Blades. I believe that was Drew Burns. And with it right now kicking it up, that's Emma Rambo. Rambo gets it to Wolfowler. Wolfowler with a shot on net, and the shorthanded attempt caught by the glove of Delane Bryan, who then
Bryan held on there for quite a while.
Teammates. And it's brought through now with it is Stone. She gains the blue line right now. Stone has Page there, and that's about it as they're changing up. Burns winds up getting the puck. And it's brought through the zone now, right now. Chipped up, winds up on Holler's stick, though. That's Madison Haller. She puts it back behind the net. And then comes back up, Haller with it once again. It goes past her, actually. Kept in, though. Nice job there by taking Schroeder. Cunningham's got it now. Tried to pass it in front. They had Urban open. She just couldn't connect with it. Couldn't get the handle. She had the open side. Goes out the blocker there as Ott did make the save on the shot in from the point. And now scaling attempt once again, trying to get it out, and they do. Puck is knocked out of the zone, and back there now Tegan Schroeder.
Some good chances for Calgary on that one.
Yeah, they just couldn't connect, and it's going to go, and it's actually going to be icing. So the face-off is going to go all the way back into the Calgary zone with 18 seconds left to go on their power play. 11:44 left to go in the second period. And right now this one knotted up at 1 goal apiece.
Well, I was sliding by on that one there. I think she had the pad stuck out there. I don't think there's too much of a chance.
Nice job staying in position by the Boston goaltender. Face-off now, one to the Blades. Unfortunately, one back to Taverna, who was actually a little out of position because of the fact they were playing with 4 instead of 5. So she has to go back all the way back to her own zone to chase it. And gets it out to, she had it out to Pickett, but Pickett just couldn't. It hopped over her blade when she went to move with it. Lannis picked it off. All right, they get the player back now. Both teams back at even strength. And they swap off now, and here comes Calgary through center ice once again. Winds up on the stick of, that was Jensen there who got it to Pickett, but it bounced off her stick. With it now is Naslund. Naslund carries into the zone, takes a shot, and another save by Bryan. Naslund with a clear path there, just tried a little wrister. Might have gotten up a little bit on her. Maybe she was looking 5-hole, but Bryan able to get down there, get in position, and trap that one in the midsection.
Kind of figuring out that Naslund and Pickett are really kind of doing this give and go business here. You watch them very closely. That
in front, loose. Save right there, loose puck in front. After the face-off, it was in the corner. One of the Blades knocked it right in front. Someone right there on the doorstep.
Anybody could have lifted that puck. Would have got it over.
Bryan got down, got in position, and was able to keep that puck from going in. And after that, a couple of other players chipping at it, and this stays a tied game due to the efforts of Delane
right across that goal line.
Absolutely. With in close Naslund there, and the shot, I believe Delane got it with a Try that again. Delane Bryan got it with a glove. There we go. It's what happens when you try and say 5 words at once. They don't always come out in the proper order.
I have trouble putting 4 or 5 words together all the time.
Try 4 and 5 letters together. Face-off in the Calgary zone, and it's won by Dempsey. With it now is Cottrell. Cottrell just holding. Tries to pass over to Naslund, but it's intercepted. And right now with it is Laking for Calgary. She just holds on to it. And then the Blades knock it back. Went off of Laking. Laking's got it once again. And then it goes to Drew Burns. Battle of the 15s right now, Laking and Burns. Urban joining the fray as well. And Dempsey tries to chip it out. Dempsey's able to chip it out, and she's able to get the puck. Winds up on Naslund's stick. Naslund coming up again. Same spot. Oh, nice little sweep check there. Nice job. I believe that was Jackie Pieri. And with it right now is Cottrell. Cottrell holding, looking for a pass target. Winds up going behind the net. The only person there is Madison Haller for Calgary.
Looks like the Blades have stepped this up.
A little bit. Still have to work on their passes, though. As it comes back now, and here comes Calgary once again. With it is Cunningham. Cunningham going forward as they look for a change. Cunningham, a lot of open ice, tries a dipsy doodle, is able to get the puck to the open side, but then she can't pull the trigger. And then is brought down to the boards for her trouble. And with it now is Dempsey. Dempsey gets it through a couple of Blades. Naslund has it now, tips it ahead. Nice little give and go from Cottrell back to Naslund, but they couldn't get it back to her. And with it right now is Churio. Churio gets it up, and we've got a whistle.
Penalty here.
And let's see, we've got a penalty, and it might have been too many men on the ice. Yep.
How about too many ladies on the ice?
Yeah, too many players on the ice. How about that? So as a result, it's going to be, I believe it's going to be a bench minor, and I'm assuming it's down this end because the referee was standing right in front of the Blades bench. So let's see. So far, we haven't seen anyone
in the penalty box
yet. Digit Murphy trying to get a clarification from one of the referees. And
number
now
9.
It's going against Boston. And serving the penalty will be number 9, Christy Jensen. So that's going to be a bench minor on the Blades. As a result, Calgary will have another power play.
No, folks, that number 9 is not Johnny Busick.
No, not quite. Not quite. Face-off in the Boston zone. Cardella to take it for the Blades. And puck is loose, winds up going to Pickett. Pickett does a nice job just scaling it out of the zone. Minute 53 left to go on the Boston penalty. Calgary trying to set up in their own zone. And Cardella in there in the forecheck along with Pickett. And the puck goes past everybody. And Taverna there with Stone. It gets caught up between the two of them. And still in the neutral zone, chipped back a little bit. And with it now is Tegan Schroeder for the Calgary Inferno. She's going to be able to move it, though. Checked there heavily by Bolden. She still got the puck, though. Tries to set it up in front. She had Stone right there. Ott able to hold the post and keep those pads down. Pass attempt in front once again. And let's see here. I believe Ott tied it up once again.
Yep, she had it right in front.
Another scary opportunity in tight. Ott once again.
Ott's been doing a good stand-up job. She goes down with those pads and butterflies and does a great job with them.
Absolutely.
Just covers that line right across.
And once again, the face-off in the Blade zone with 1:19 left to go in the Calgary power play. 8:57 left to go in the second period. Coming off the point there, they're trying to get Cunningham with a shot, and it was blocked in front. I believe it went off the feet of Drew Burns. And with it right now, that's Cardella. Cardella kicks it ahead to her stick, trying to get past Kelsey Webster. Can't do it, though. Otherwise, she was in shorthanded. And, it just went past Drew Burns. And with it right now, it's Laking, who gets it over to Urban. Urban streaks into the Boston zone. Left face-off circle now. Going wide, tries to set up somebody in front. Pass actually behind the net around the boards. And centering pass there. Cunningham couldn't get it. And the Blades have a 2-on-1 shorthanded. If they can connect the pass right now, it's Pickett. And it is Cardella. Pickett with it. Pickett going in. Dipsy Doodles.
Oh, what a
shorthanded.
Goal.
That's a goal. Casey Pickett, a shorty. The Blades take the lead shorthanded.
She drew her right over to the right-hand side of that net. And when she did, she reached back with a stick and just tapped it in.
That was some great puck chatter.
It was.
Some great puck chatter there between Joe Cardella and Casey Pickett. Pickett buries it, lights the lamp, and gives the Blades their first lead of the afternoon.
Great stick handling on the case of Pickett. She just...
Actually, nice job by Cardella, too. Both of them. Nice job going back and forth. Blades are still shorthanded, though, for the next 35 seconds. And let's see. Crom's got it right now. And Crom going through center ice. Getting it now is Dostal, although she has the puck taken away by Peacock. Peacock is set up in front.
What a save.
And a shot by Howard. And what a save by Ott. Nice job by Peacock delaying, handling the puck going behind the net. She found Holler in front, who was rushing up into the play. Coming in right up the slot. Got it to her. Holler got that one off, but Ott was right there to stop it.
The Inferno really crushed the goalie on that, but she still held on.
Yeah.
Wow.
12 seconds left to go on the Calgary power play. They win the faceoff once again. Shut in by Schroeder. Ott with it once again. And she's finally able to tie it up. The puck looked like it was about to squirt loose, but she's able to tie it up.
Now it's Ott's turn.
It's funny, last night we were joking with Digit Murphy, the Blades coach, that last night when Casey Pickett scored, they probably heard me from across the rink. Today they're sitting in front of us, so I'm sure they heard that. As the faceoff is won once again by Calgary, but they're not able to keep the play in the zone. Jensen coming out, the Blades get the player back now. Dostauer gets it over to Peacock, back to Dostauer, shot in. Ott once again is able to tie it up. Few key plays there by the Boston netminder after the game was tied, after the Blades took the lead.
Well, if you remember correctly, Digit Murphy, the coach of the Blades, was the coach of Dartmouth College and desperately wanted Casey Pickett.
Actually, Brown.
Was it Brown? She was a Brown coach, and she wanted her desperately. Well, now she has her.
Yeah, she referred to Casey Pickett once as the one that got away. Last time I said, hey, second chance is a charm, huh? And Digit seemed to agree with that. Face-off won by Calgary, and with it now is Page. Page with it, tries to chip it in. We're all at even strength right now. 2-1 Boston with 7:17 left to go in the second period. Bolden tries to get it along the boards. Can't do it. And pass. Oh, Stone tried to get it through. Loose puck in front. And here come the Blades with it now. That's Bolden on the rush. Bolden moving it ahead. And we could have a 4-on-3. With it now is Cottrell over to Naslin. Naslin going wide. Oh, trying to redirect their attempt in front and just couldn't get it over there. And let's see, the puck is back in the zone now. Still in the zone, I should say. Naslin's got it. And she's just going to backhand it along the boards where Drew Burns will come in to pick it up. Burns will go deep now. I believe that's Duggan with it now. She gets it over to Webster. Webster looking to move it out, and she gets it over to Stone. Now Danielle Stone moves it through the neutral zone at center ice for the Calgary Inferno. And a shot goes right in. A little bit of a blooper there, but Ott fields it cleanly and then gets it out. Casey Pickett looking for the pass on the other side of the boards. Winds up going to the stick of Madison Holler instead. And pass once again knocked into the Boston zone. With it there is Burns with Crom in hot pursuit. But she's able to get it out now to Kira Dostal. And it goes just off the stick of Jillian Dempsey. Kept in the zone there. Calgary pressing. With it now is Burns. Burns will just put it up the other side looking for Jill Cardella. Cardella now gets it over to Dostal, and here come the Blades. Dostal with Pickett, who had the shorthanded goal. Pass over to Pickett. She's going wide on the right wing. Gets it now to Lannis. Lannis has a goal as well. Unfortunately, that goes off of, I believe, a skate, and it goes wide and is knocked out by Calgary. Knocked back into the zone by Taverna, but then fielded there by Madison Holler. Puck goes back now and chipped along the boards. Pieri gets it all the way out, and let's see here. Will it be icing? Nope.
Yes,
It'll be icing. So the play will come back to the zone. That'll be back in the Calgary area now with 5:42 left to go in the second period. Blades 2-1. Go-ahead goal, shorthanded. It was Casey Pickett from Jill Cardella. And Boston right now leading 2-1.
I think that's going to put Casey Pickett as the leading scorer on Boston right now.
And I believe we have a timeout. Did you happen to see who indicated? Actually, timeout Calgary. So the Inferno have called a timeout with 5:42 remaining in the second period. And so far, players just conferring.
Well, the Blazers kind of picked it up a little bit since that coming out in the second period. They've done a real good job. One small mistake on the part of Boston with that too many players on the ice,
right.
But they came through with it on the opposite end and came out with a short-handed goal.
And it was a 2-on-1. We were talking about the fact that sometimes the Blades tonight, their passes haven't been accurate. Beautiful accuracy with the passes between Cardella and Pickett going back and forth, and finally.
And Pickett just cut in behind her.
Yeah.
That was it.
Face-off won by the Blades. Goes back to Jensen, who puts it deep in the zone. In front, and
that was a heck of a shot.
Delane Bryan trying to get it out and is able to stop it. And the Inferno right now looking to pass it out. And they do make a connection, but Boston heavy on the forecheck. Crom's got it now along the near boards at center ice. Winds up on the stick of Bolden, but then Crom's got it now. I'm sorry, that was Jensen, not Bolden. Crom carries it into the zone. And then, once again, sweep check by Christine Jensen. Able to get that puck away. Gets it up now to Maggie Taverna. Taverna going off the boards looking for Cardella. However, kept in there. Nice job there by Tegan Schroeder. And Jensen's got to play it once again behind her own net. Pass up to Rachel Lannis now. Looking for Casey Pickett. Pickett tried a little give and go right to Cardella. With it right now is Lannis. Nice heads up play by her, moving up on the play. Shot in, and I believe it was, at least I got part of the equipment of the goaltender, Brian. I'm not sure if it went wide or not, but I thought I heard it hit maybe a part of the...
Oh, that was a little misplay by Bolden.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a miscue there. Luckily, Calgary not able to handle it cleanly, so the Blades get away with one there. 4:37 left to go in the period. Blades up by a goal. And a pass going out now to Wolfeiler. Alyssa Wolfeiler had 2 goals last night against this team. Goes right through the feet of Emma Rambo and into the Calgary zone. And Duggan will just try and chip it around the boards. And it comes out, and with it right now, that's Laking. Abby Laking for the Inferno. Tries a cross-ice pass, but it's going to wind up going to Drew Burns. Then she passes once again back to Bolden. And Bolden just whips it around the glass. And let's see how far down that goes. Not going to make it all the way, so it won't be icing. Calgary has to set up in their own zone again. With it now is Webster. Being forechecked by Wolfeiler. He's going to move it a little bit there, being harassed, and now Urban's got it. Chipped aside, nice forecheck there by Rambo. And it goes behind the net. They go to chip it around the zone right now. And let's see, with it now, that's Burns. Gets it over to Dostal. Up to Rambo once again, now over to Wolfeiler. And Wolfeiler chipping it into the zone. And coming out. Oh, boy.
Nice
The
pass.
Yeah, got it right to Cottrell, who got it to Dempsey now. Dempsey takes a shot in, and it's steered aside by the stick of the goaltender, Delane Bryan. Goes back to the point now. Shot goes in, goes off a body. Calgary once again getting in front of those shot attempts. Here comes Stone with it now, 3-on-2 for the moment. That's the big line, 16, 17, 18, 14. I'm sorry. Actually was 16, 17, 18 normally, but Cunningham's out there instead of number 16, Julie Page. And with it right now, that's Purcell. Purcell brings it back into the Calgary zone. Dempsey now with it.
She rides her off that play.
And fires it all the way up the zone. And it actually might go in on net. It's going to go right in on net, so no icing.
There.
And the goaltender has to play it. So Calgary tries to bring it out once again. Christy Jensen has it now. Nice pass right to Cottrell. Kept in by Naslund. Gets it over to Dempsey now. And that got blocked and winds up going into the left wing corner. In front, Naslund tried to get a loose puck. That was an errant pass there. And they were lucky that Naslund wasn't able to capitalize on that. With it now is Dempsey. A little bit of a backspin move, but it's taken now by Stone.
Lost it at the end of the stick.
And here come the Inferno once again. And Stone just backhands into the Boston zone.
Yeah,
However, heavy on the forecheck there. They had a player rushing in. And with it now is Peacock. Puts it through everybody. And it winds up on the stick of Casey Pickett. Pickett, tried to do a little dance through Duggan's legs. Couldn't do it.
Check.
Nice check there, and she wasn't able to sweep it through the legs of Aaron Duggan. And with it now, that's Bolden. Had a puck taken away at Calgary player that has no stick. In front, Dostauer tries to get a stick on it. Can't. She's tied up heavily. And with it now, here comes Bolden. Bolden moving through center ice across the red line now. She's actually going to gain the blue line, go wide, but stay looking for help. She's still, nice little curl move, hanging onto the puck there. Taverna now tries to chip it deep. Winds up on a Calgary stick. And they're trying to bring it out once again. 1:31 left to go in the period. And let's see. Gets chipped up. Dostal's got it now. Dostal with it. And kicked over. And with it is Wolfowler. Wolfowler's onside. Tried a little too much motion with that puck, but still stays in Blade's possession momentarily. Then it's taken up by Berzins, who's able to get it up to Curio. Curio in the near boards, right by the Boston bench. Gets it to Berzins now. Berzins coming in on net. Tries to move it wide. And Dostal's able to check her effectively. 1 minute left to go in this period. Blades up by a goal right now. Calgary trying to press in the Boston zone. Kicked out a little bit there, but kept in. I believe that was Webster. And let's see, almost taking it there for the Blades was Mahoney. With it now is Webster. Webster gets past Cardella. Tries to move up the slot. She's still got it. And a nice job there. I believe that was Taverna in front getting her stick on that and deflecting that shot high. Webster's got it now. She's tied up with Mahoney, though, and a loose puck at center ice. And once again, Calgary going for it. And with it there is Jackie Pieri. Gets it over to Urban now. Urban, right face-off circle. Pass to Pieri. Centering pass. Shot by Urban. Blocked in front. Another shot goes wide. Wide to the blocker side. I believe that was Cunningham who fired that one off. With it now is Laking. Gets it over now. Pass in front. Urban. And as she took the shot, she went down, lost her balance.
Kind of misfired on that one.
Hot, plays it easily. 6.6 seconds left to go. Blades lead by a goal, but they've got another faceoff coming in their zone.
Well, for a while there, the ice was tilted towards the Calgary goal, and it just reversed itself here after that timeout. So I don't know what the coach turned around and said to them, but whatever it did, it worked.
Like it did last night between the second and third period. Face-off won by the Blades. They just need to hold it for another 4 or 5 seconds. With it there is Blake Bolden, and the Blades will have it, and that's how the second period will end. Blades came into this one trailing by 1, and they now are going to leave this period leading by 1.
Down over there on one knee.
We've got a player that's down after that action. I believe that might be Bolden, who was in the middle of all of that. So obviously we have to keep an eye on that situation. Hopefully nothing has happened to her. She seems to be getting up, and she's skating off, so she's doing all right. But as we were saying, Blades came into this period trailing by 1. They come out leading by 1. The key play being a shorthanded goal. It was a 2-on-1. Nice little give and go between Jill Cardella and Casey Pickett. Pickett scoring the goal, Cardella with the assist shorthanded. The other goal of the period was Rachel Lannis, and also Cardella and Pickett. So that one right there was the first goal of the period. So right now, we've got 2 for the Blades.
She seems to be all right now. We're looking at it. The trainer's going off, and so we'll see what happens when the third period comes out and whether she comes out again and plays. But she went down quite heavily.
And that third period is coming up. We'll bring it to you next. The score stands right now at the second intermission. The Boston Blades 2 and the Calgary Inferno 1. We'll be back next with third period action. You are watching New England Hockey Showcase. What a glove save there! Loose puck, shot in, score! Being harassed heavily, but still has it. Gets a shot, score! Top of the slot, slap shot, score! Doing the shot, and a save, and a save, and a save! Centering pass, score! Loose puck, and a save right in front! Without the glove, and then found the back of the net! Score! Players coming out to start the third period here, and you're watching it on New England Hockey Showcase. I'm Bill Robert, along with Bob Boyce, and our crew folks, Dave McMahon, Brian Jocelyn, John Cimino, and we're bringing you the Boston Blades and the Calgary Inferno today. Right now, the score stands after two periods. Blades leading the Inferno 2-1.
Well, we're staying with the same goalie on the on
both
Boston
sides,
and
yeah, Brian's still in the goal for Calgary, and Ott once again between the pipes.
Last night they
Blades.
switched it around a little bit, but you know, we're looking at some of these girls, and it's not like the men's hockey where they have all these junior leagues and then they go up and they play the farm teams for the Bruins and things like this. The farm team for women's professional hockey is actually colleges and Division I colleges, which is the top of the league.
We're seeing a lot of college players in the NHL too.
Yeah, we see a lot of
college players and obviously college standouts, and a lot of the players actually you're not even getting to see in the CWHL right now, because in the case of the Blades, I think like almost half the roster is part of the U.S. Olympic team. So they're playing in all the pre-Olympic activities right now. So you're not seeing players like
I think seven of the players are from last year that were Olympians are now playing with the Olympic team.
Right.
We got an awful lot of fresh faces, such as Casey Pickett.
Right. But players like
the quality hasn't gone down, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no, Megan Duggan, obviously, Hillary Knight, the most notable example. She was the rookie sensation for the Blades last year. Didn't win Rookie of the Year, but did win MVP. So I think maybe what the voters wanted to do was not do the Freddie Lynn sweep. So I think one of the Montreal players got Rookie of the Year. But Hillary Knight, in her first CWHL season, was named the league MVP, which is really impressive.
Well, Bolden's back out, and she's going to start this, so she's evidently okay now.
That's good to see. Yeah, she was slow to get up at the end of the second period.
She's a stalwart on that defensive line there, and she's got that big shot, and they know she's got that big shot, and they're not leaving her alone out there when she's out there.
Here comes the face-off now. It's going to be, I think, the battle of the 16s. Yes, it was. It was Paige against Cottrell. Or was it Purcell? Well, anyway, Paige is out there, too. And I think we're back now to the 16, 17, 18 line of Paige, Stone, and Purcell. And the, it went off the face cage of Ashley Cottrell as it continues through center ice here. Blake Bolden's got it now in her own zone. Stopping that there, being forechecked by Purcell. Goes along the boards now, and Naslin's got it after that nice little off-the-board pass there by, I believe that was Taverna. And with it now, it goes off of the foot of Naslin. Goes into the Calgary zone. They look to move it out now. Stone's got it. She's being harassed by Cottrell.
Again, Calgary's using that three people down there forechecking and allowing their defense to kind of stand on an island by their own selves out there.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Although they do trail right now. And Paige has it right now for the Inferno. She gets over her own blue line, skates it through center ice. But then she's broken up by Rachel Lannis. But the puck goes right to another member of the Calgary Inferno. I believe that was number 5, Madison Holler. It's in the Boston zone now. Passed back up the boards by Erica Crom. Goes through Crom now. And she's brought down. And the puck is at the side of the net. They battle for it. It's loose now. And it's just going to be scaled up the boards. Kept in momentarily there by taking Schroeder for the Inferno. Nice job there. Loose up the slot with it now. It's Peacock. Peacock with a shot in goes well wide of the net. And chipped out there by Dempsey. Tried to get it up to Naslin. Naslin get that puck. She was in free. Lannis has it now. Lannis gets around one defender. And she can't. Tried to Dipsy Doodle and then lost the handle of the puck. Nice opportunity there. Nice rush by Lannis.
Dipsy Doodle, is that like fiddle and diddle?
Something like that. But unfortunately, she fiddled a little too much and lost the handle on the puck. And with it right now in her own zone, I believe that's, once again, that's Jensen. And a chip now into the Calgary zone. Going back for it there is Schroeder. Schroeder pass over now to Abby Laking, who's got it. Laking tries to get it to Cunningham. It's kept out there. Nice job by the Blades, standing stout on their blue line. Goes over to the other side now with it is Urban. Urban's able to chip it into the Boston zone. Pickett getting it now for the Blades behind her own net. And then trying to toss it back. And pass out to the point goes all the way up because Webster hadn't gotten in the zone yet. So Calgary will have to clear. And the Blades will get a little real estate to work with, at least for the start, as they change out players too. Pass along the boards, trying to get it up, looking for Anya Battolino. Battolino in there now, and it goes to Cardella. Cardella's in there, and she just scales it into the zone. Giving chase is Alyssa Wolfeiler. Also in there is Battolino. Coming out with it now. That's Pieri. Her pass is picked off by Burns, but then it winds up going onto the stick of number 6. It's Carolina Urban for the Inferno. Going behind the net with it now. Pass off the boards from Burns back to Bolden. Back to Burns. Actually hops over her stick. But Wolfeiler's there in the back corner to take it now.
Those two checkers. There's 3 in there in the zone.
Well, and
that's
she goes
a trip.
down. And actually,
no hand. There goes the hand gone up.
And so Calgary's going to get a penalty here. Someone will get the gate for the trip.
I go back to the old days. There was only one referee that you had to watch. Now you got to watch for which referee's going to lift their hand up.
Correct. And let's see, 16:56 left to go in the third period. And right now, the Blades are on the power play. So far, special teams play for them. The shorthanded goal from Casey Pickett. And to take the face-off, it's Jillian Dempsey for the Blades going up against Chelsea Purcell for the Calgary Inferno. Face-off in the Calgary zone, won by Dempsey. Back to Bolden now. Gets it over to Burns in the back corner now. Holler tries to chip it out, can't, doesn't get good wood on it. Naslin's got it now, tries to put it in front. Bolden's got it, Bolden with a shot. Oh, it bounced off something in front. I'm not sure if...
no, it hit the pads.
It hit the pads, okay, the save there. Oh, chipped in almost by Dempsey. It went off the pads of Delane Bryan, the goaltender. And let's see, it's going to be chipped out of the zone now. Bolden able to play it at center ice. 1:31 left to go in that penalty.
She just caught the top of the pads on those.
20. Let's see, 16:20 left to go. And we've got the.
What do we got going here?
The arm goes up, and I believe we've got a slash.
Wait a minute. Hey, ladies.
Got a little chippiness there.
Yeah.
Going on between Danielle Stone and also Drew Burns, and I believe it's let's see, going to be Burns who's getting the gate. So we'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute and 23 seconds. Drew Burns for the Blades going off for slashing. So we'll have about almost a minute and a half of 4-on-4
Stone
hockey.
had a little discussion over there.
Just a little set to, yeah, just a bit. Face-off is in the Boston zone. And it's won by the Blades. Goes back now to Jensen. Over to Dostal now. Dostal has it broken up though. Page in there forechecking. These players will have a little more real estate to work with right now. And Jensen's got it caught in her feet. She's able to get it to the stick finally, though. But she loses it, and they try and set somebody up in front. Nice chip away, and there's a race for the puck. And let's see, first there's going to be Pickett. Pickett on a breakaway, 4-on-4. Pickett, and the shot, and a score!
What
Casey
a
Pickett's
backhand
second goal of the game.
What a
4-on-4 hockey.
backhand.
There was a race for it. It was cleared to center ice. Pickett was the first one there. Got it to the stick. Stick handled it very well. Got it into the net behind the goaltender, Bryan. She got the go-ahead goal. Now she gets the insurance goal, and the Blades are up now 3-1 as we continue 4-on-4 play in the third period.
What a backhand flip that was.
Casey Pickett, an amazing goal there.
Speed kills, folks. And that's where it was.
I believe that's her 7th goal of the season now. Pickett with the goal.
Product of Northeastern University.
And Lannis with the assist. Pickett from Lannis, so Lannis has another point too. She's got a goal and an assist. Pickett actually had an assist on the Lannis goal, so Lannis there returning the favor. So right now it's a 3-1 Boston over Calgary. Multiple point night for Lannis. She's got 2. Pickett's got 3 points right now. 2 goals and an assist. Cardella's got a couple of helpers as well. As the puck is back in the Boston zone right now. We've got a whistle. And the goaltender was coming off.
I think we had a little hooking there.
Yeah, I think so. So we might have some 4-on-3 for a little bit here. As the goaltender, Ott, had come over to the bench, and they had the extra skater on. And joining Burzins in the penalty box now, it's Purcell.
Well, they got 18 seconds, and they get back one player.
And it'll be 4-on-4.
Yeah.
But then Boston will have an abbreviated power play after some more 4-on-4 play. Face-off won by Boston, back to Cottrell now, who gets it back to Bolden. Bolden moving up a little bit, gets it back to Cottrell, back to Bolden now. Bolden, tried to get it to Naslin's stick. Loose in front there, and Dempsey couldn't get a handle to it. Oh, it's right on the line, and still on the line, and they're able to get it out. A major bullet dodged by the Calgary Inferno there. The puck was right on the line, and the Blades couldn't push it across.
I don't know what to say after that.
How about have some oxygen? That was so close. The puck was right there on the line, just saying, hit me.
I actually thought it was in cross. I thought at one point, but the referee was right there.
It was on the line.
The referee was right there.
We could see it from up here. Puck on the line, loose. Wow. Face-off will be in the Calgary zone. I think we might have to bring in Sue Kretz or some other throat lozenge as a program sponsor here. Because by the time we get through tomorrow's game, I'm probably going to have some form of laryngitis. Probably hear me like Johnny Most, and now she's got the puck and she's fiddling and diddling.
Yeah, but then you got to say fiddle and diddle until with the puck.
Yeah, after about doing 3 seconds of Johnny Most, I'm going to have a cough switch on steroids. Face-off won once again by the Blades, gets shipped back to Blake Bolden, over now to Ashley Cottrell. Cottrell has it, pass in front. Oh, right
another
there,
ball, right
score!
there.
That's a beautiful goal. I got it right into Dempsey. Tic-tac-toe. She got it, did the fake move off the forehand, got it to the backhand, put it in the back of the net. Another 4-on-4 goal.
That was really
Dempsey
nice
right in
stick
front,
handling.
camped out in the slot.
Really nice stick handling on part of the Blades.
And the Blades have
goals.
kicked in the afterburners now.
The goalies can't get a hold of those pucks down by their feet down there. It's lights out because the stick handling is just phenomenal.
And Calgary just dodged a bullet there, but now they're down by another goal. Still 27 seconds left to go on the Boston penalty, and then they'll be on an abbreviated power play. 14. Naslund gets the assist on that one. So it's Dempsey from Naslund, a beautiful bit of tic-tac-toe in close in the slot. Right now, though, Calgary has it in the Boston zone. Puck chipped over, open side, Howard going after it, but it's taken there by Taverna, who gets it over to Cardella now, who chips it up to Dostal, who has it now. She passes it up to Pickett. Pickett, who's working on a 3-point game. 2 goals and a helper. And she passes it to Cardella. Cardella was not aware of it, though. Luckily, Taverna was able to get it. She gets it out to Cardella now.
They're on the power play right now for
49 seconds or so. Once again, Blades with the advantage. Pass goes over now to Kira Dostal. Passes down along the boards. It goes to Pickett now. Pickett along the left wing and the near boards here. Lannis has it now. Pickett gets it back. Chips it back to the point for Dostal. Back to Pickett now. Pickett goes to Taverna high in the slot. Over to Cardella. She tries to center it, but it goes off the skate of Tegan Schroeder. Lannis has it now. Looking for somebody to get in front. Can't do it. Pickett now gets it over to Dostal. Dostal back to Taverna. Taverna just lets it go. It's blocked, but Taverna's able to get it back. Nice block there by Erica Crom. And they're going to clear the zone. And Boston will have to reset. Kira Dostal has it now in her own zone. And she passes it, just goes past Taverna. Cardella's got it now. And they're just going to blast it into the zone. 5 seconds left to go. So Calgary's just about ready to get the player back. And now we're back at even strength. After that spate of penalties, though, all of a sudden,
Webster's flying.
Webster is flying up the zone. Purcell's got it there. Shot goes in, and that's going to be a stop there by the goaltender, Brittany Ott. So at one point,
Webster,
it was 4-on-4.
Webster's about the tallest one out there for the Inferno, and she kind of reminds me of another guy who plays for the Bruins is very, very tall. She got that long, lanky stride and a big stick.
I guess we can call her the Towering Inferno.
Yes.
Anyway, back in the corner. And don't groan because you set me up for that one. It's in the corner right now. Blade's playing with it right now. Bolden gets it out of there. And she's trying to move up with it.
I'll have to be careful in the future.
And they have to move it through center ice, but it's intercepted there by Jackie Pieri. Page has it now and gets it over to Stone. Stone moving into the zone right now for Calgary. Stone with a shot on, stick saved by Ott. Burns now in the right wing corner, passes out, and she's got it now to Shannon Mahoney. Mahoney passes off to Alyssa Wolfeiler. Wolfeiler moving with it now, chips it into the zone, and the Blades will change up once again. Out comes Dempsey and Naslund. Mahoney's still out there. And now the pass goes past Purcell. And nice job by Dostal, the opposite 18, taking it ahead. And with it now is Naslund. Blades enter the zone. And Naslund passes deep for Dempsey. Those two just connected on a goal. Cottrell gets it now on the opposite wing. He's coming up the far boards now. Oh, they try and pass it up, and streaking in there was Jensen. Couldn't pull the trigger though. She's dumped heavily into the boards. And it's going to go out of the zone. Blades will have to reset.
Yeah,
and
just
Calgary
remember there's no checking in this league, right?
That's right. And let's see, it's brought back. Laking tries to get it back to Holler now. And loose puck there. Coming in on the play there was Cottrell. Cottrell trying to pass to Dempsey, who was streaking up the slot. Went a little too far, though. She had to extend, but the Blades were able to keep it in. Naslund now battling two members of the Inferno along the far boards. Dempsey taken down there. Cottrell's got it now. Cottrell pass over to Dostal. Dostal puts it in right on net, and it'll be snagged by the catching glove of the goaltender, Delane Bryan. 11:23 left to go. And once again, we see Ott near the bench.
Yeah, we're going to have a penalty here.
And once again, another penalty being called on Calgary, and that's going to be Jenna Cunningham who gets the gate. I didn't see the signal.
I didn't either.
We'll have to wait for the announcement. Didn't see the indication from the referee as far as what the call was. Probably was when I think it was Dempsey went down in the zone. And the face-off won by Calgary there. It was a body check.
Yep.
You were just saying.
Well, you know.
Dostal's got it now, and it goes over now to Pickett. Casey Pickett, she's got 2 goals already. Pass to Dostal. Dostal over to the side of the net. Tries to rotate down, go over to Lannis. Gets up now back to Taverna, back to Dostal now. Dostal pass over to Pickett once again. Pickett.
They're rotating around this.
Indeed, they're doing it right now, and once again it's Dostal. Dostal drops it for Pickett. Pickett gets it over to Lannis. Lannis tries to backhand it in front when they had Cardella standing by. Nothing doing on that attempt. Pickett now chips it back to Lannis.
Pickett passed it to her and then rotated right in front of the goal.
Pickett with it now. Pickett, left face-off circle.
She goes
Lannis
again.
Tries to chip it in front to Cardella. Can't do it. It's blocked away there.
They're trying to work that give and go, get Pickett through.
And chipping it up once again into the zone is Dostal. Minute left on the Blades power play. Pickett's got it once again. Left wing face-off circle back to Dostal, who gets a shot off. And once again, a nice job by the Blades. That was Carolina Urban. That shot and blocking it completely.
Boy, she felt that. She's coming off.
Oh, yeah, that one's going to hurt a little bit there. And right now with it, that's Taverna once again. Gets it over to Bolden.
Oh,
Bolden in front of the net, almost broken up there by Crom. Bolden's got it now, and Bolden turns on the Jets. She comes across the blue line. She's got it along the near boards. She falls down, though, gets it to Dempsey. Dempsey, a little back pass over to Naslund. Naslund over to Burns. Burns has some open ice to look at. Over to Bolden now. Bolden tries to get it and redirect attempt for Naslund. That just went wide. It might have gone off of a Calgary stick. Back to Burns now at the point, over to Bolden at the other point. Shot in from the face-off circle. They try and get it off a couple of times. Can't. Finally goes in. Oh, boy. Knocked away.
Just in time.
And kept in. Burns has it
nice
out to
touch
Nice tic-tac-toe there. Dempsey's got it now. Dempsey with a shot. Goes off a stick. And it'll be tied up once again by Bryan.
Nice passing there by the Blades.
That was beautiful. That was crisp. That was tic-tac-toe. That was textbook.
That's what you call setting somebody up for a clear shot.
Absolutely. And
if anybody wants to write about how to set up a power play, that was it.
Yep. Keep the passes crisp and quick. And the face-off one, actually, well, it's finally taken by the Blades. And that was Wolfowler getting it back to Bolden, over to Burns now. And they bloop one in near the front, and it's coming out, and the Calgary Inferno get the player back. And right now, Blades only have one player back. Here comes Cunningham with it now. Cunningham with a shot, and it's saved by Ott. Loose puck, and they can't put it on. And they say it was a goal.
They're going to call it?
They say it was a goal. I believe it was Cunningham.
I don't know. I can't see that. The angle, I don't know how they call it a goal.
I'm wondering if it went off the post in the back of the net. And obviously we're here taping the game, so we can't actually get a look at it here, but for the viewers at home, you're seeing an excellent view of what happened here. And I believe they're going to give the goal to Cunningham. 9:06 left to go in the third. And now it's back to a 2-goal game. And they're about to face it off. Coming out there, that's Emma Rambo now. And the faceoff is won. It is Cunningham.
Yep.
Cunningham unassisted. And went wide. The initial shot, I believe, was stopped by Ott. Ott still was down with the pad spread. And then Cunningham just fired it in and gutted in over the pad, but it came right out. It almost looked like it went through the crease and over, but it must have bounced off of the support bar in the back of the net.
Anybody recognize that music?
I didn't.
Sounds like John Kiley playing Paris, the old Bruins song.
Any Slapshot fans out there waiting for Lady of Spain, I'm sure. And let's see, the puck goes behind the net. And coming out with it, trying to come out with it there is actually Purcell. But then I believe it went to Wolfeiler, who had the puck chipped out of her stick, and it was snagged out of the air by Delane Bryan.
Well, Kiley was famous for his Christmas songs at Christmas time, and everybody used to sing along.
Oh, yeah.
But those are the old days. These young kids don't remember that.
Oh, Greg, you're going my parents on me. Yeah, when I was a young kid. Yeah, whatever. Actually, one of my grandparents. My parents never really did that. All I remember is this pounding sound that you have in there that'll split your ears. Oh, yeah. And the face-off won by the Inferno, but then taken by the Blades. Loose puck. Bolden's just going to fire. Oh, that had to hurt.
I do not want to be in front of one of those.
Crom getting in front of that. Nice effort there by the Calgary forward.
Nice effort, let's see, and a lot of guts.
Pass going through center ice gets chipped into the Calgary bench. As a result, we'll have a stoppage in play.
Bolden does have a cannon with that shot, I'll tell you.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of steam behind it. She puts everything in it. The other night she put one in there and I could actually physically see the stick bending.
Yep. You get in front of one of her shots, you definitely have to be emboldened. Face-off won once again by the Blades, and it actually goes through the feet of the aforementioned Blake Bolden, who now brings it back behind her own net, past the forecheck of Laking. However, Peacock able to keep it in for Calgary. And let's see, Laking has it now. Cunningham with it, centering pass attempt, it's blocked. Nice defense there by Maggie Taverna. And we've got
we got a tripping penalty, I think.
Yeah, player went to the ice. I think we've got...
yeah, you got a tripping penalty.
And it looks like the Blades will be shorthanded. This time one of the Calgary players go to the ground. And it looks like it's going to be...
you used the word emboldening?
Emboldened, yes I did.
Yeah, okay. I thought you did.
Yes, I did.
I was afraid of that.
Let's see who's going to be getting the gate here. Served by number 4, and it's black and gold. How's that for a bit of irony? Face-off won by Schroeder, actually one back to Schroeder now, and she puts it high and wide, and with it now, that's a Webster. She keeps it in the zone. And with it there, that's Stone. Stone had a hat trick yesterday. Gets it back now. Over to Webster, back to Schroeder, back to Webster. Webster gets it back to Stone now. Can't quite find the handle. It's intercepted there, and coming with it is Jillian Dempsey. And Dempsey tries to move with it short-handed. She's still got the semi-possession of it. And it's chipped back by Naslin. Nice forecheck there. Nice little poke by the Blades captain.
Webster really start that rush.
Nice job by the penalty kill for the Blades, eating up some of those seconds. Rachel Lannis out there now doing more of that. And considering what Calgary's been doing all during these last 2 games, time for the Blades to pretty much kind of get in their faces a little bit and do some of the same thing. And nice job there. They tried to do it, but I believe that went wide. And with it right now on the near boards, that is Page. Number 16, that's Julie Page. Back now to Jackie Pieri. Over to the opposite, we're there for Holler. Opposite point. And she got it in, but Ott was able to turn it aside. 50 seconds left to go in the Calgary power play. 6:47 left in regulation. Right now the Blades up by a pair, 4-2. Calgary up by a player right now as they're on the power play, and they keep pressing in the Boston zone. They've got it right now in the right wing corner. Pass going back to Pieri at the point. Pieri gets it back up, and with it now it's Stone. Stone with a pass over to Page, and she puts it on net, and it's swept aside there by Ott. And once again, it goes out to the point. Pieri is able to grab it for Calgary and just chips it all the way to the backboard. Pass in front, and it goes off the side of the net. It was going wide as Stone tried to set up Page, and another Calgary player goes down now. She loses the stick as well. That's Stone. And let's see here, we've got another penalty.
Another penalty on Boston.
And I believe it might be interference because of the fact Stone had gone down. She lost her stick, and I believe the stick might have gotten kicked as she was trying to grab it up. So as a result, Indeed, the gate is open once again on the Boston side.
Still 13 seconds left on the goalie's penalty. And,
so it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the next 13 seconds as Drew Burns goes to the box for an interference call. So right now, 5-on-3 for Calgary for the next 13 seconds. And after that, they will stay on the power play. 5-on-3 right now for Calgary. 10 seconds left on it. Stone's got it. Stone passes low. Back to Stone now. She loses it. Cunningham fans on the shot. Actually, she broke her stick, and it comes out.
Could be a hand pass. No?
No, actually, she broke her stick, and so it's just sitting there right now. She's going to get another stick. She does. In front, loose puck there. Cunningham's got it. Cunningham's got the goal. Shot to save by Ott, and then it's going to be stopped in front, and the Blades are able to scale it out. Last time you had that much of a conflagration in front of the net, they did score on the power play. This time, Brittany Ott kept them from doing so. Webster's got it now deep in her own zone. Cottrell on the penalty kill, forechecking there. Purcell's got it now for the Inferno. She'll bring it through center ice. And actually, it'll be offside.
Offside, yeah.
There's a player in, and the puck wound up going not in. So as a result, they'll face it off outside the zone. 4-on-3 hockey right now. I'm sorry, 5-on-4 hockey for the next minute, 14 seconds as the Blades cling to a 4-2 lead.
With only 5 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the game, and Boss is leading.
Blades looking to go 6-1 with a win here. And they win the faceoff. It goes back to Bolden now. Bolden just chips it up along the boards out of the zone once again. So Calgary is going to have to reset. And with it right now is Dempsey. 2-on-1 shorthanded. Dempsey and Naslund. Dempsey tries to get it to Naslund.
Oh,
and it's
she almost had it.
Naslund had it, but just a little far. Bolden now shorthanded, and the glove save there, and they'll face it off in the Calgary zone. Started off there, Dempsey and Naslund with a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Dempsey did get it to Naslund. It was a little deep as Brian was able to interact with the puck. Naslund couldn't really get a clean shot off on it. But then the Blades were able to get it after the fact. They brought it out to Bolden, who fired off a good shot, and it was snagged by the glove of Brian. Face-off one once again goes to Haller now, out to Schroeder. And Calgary still on the power play for another 50 seconds. 5 minutes left to go in regulation. And it goes back to Haller. And they'll have to set up once again in their own end. Time wasting on this power play opportunity. 39 seconds left on the Boston penalty. Dempsey in there. Once again, mucking up the works a little bit. Peacock with it now, and she's going to chip it looking for Cunningham. She's going to get her indirectly off the boards, but then the puck is knocked away by the Blades defense. With it now, that's Peacock in front. They try and get it to Cunningham. Can't do it. Cunningham's got it now. Nice little bit of stick handling, plus the skates as well. Shot in, and once again, Brittany Ott able to make the save. Cunningham had a short-handed goal yesterday.
You can't let her wheel around like that and take those shots.
Cunningham actually did get the last goal of the game, the score for the Calgary Inferno. As she pinged one, I think it went off the post in the back of the net. An unassisted goal for her.
Oh, Ott's holding on to those pucks. She's not letting those loose pucks fly around. And that's a good point, you know.
And let's see, it's one once again. And the shot. Oh, and that was, I believe, Erin Duggan who made the shot, went off a stick in front and wound up in somebody's equipment. Went off the stick of number 17, that's Emma Rambo. We'll take the face-off now for the Blades.
Nobody knew where that wound.
And let's see. Duggan, over now to Haller. I'm back to Duggan now. I'm sorry, that's Webster, not Haller. Duggan over to Webster once again. Actually goes through her skates. And they try a little bit of a wraparound there. Can't do it, though.
Penalty's over.
Both teams back at even strength, and with it now is a Stone. Stone's pass attempt goes off a stick, chips up a little bit, and it goes in the corner right now. And Calgary working out with it once again. I believe that's Page who has it now. Over to Purcell now. Over to Stone. Stone stopped there by Dostal. And hauled down in front there in the slot. I believe that was Page. It was Laura Page. And now we're at even strength once again, and coming out there.
That's awesome. Just noticed that,
Dempsey.
Well,
right now,
who was that?
That was coming out there was Mahoney, who had an opportunity.
Well, Mahoney was kind of skating out at free ice. Everybody else was in there, and Webster was watching her like a hawk.
A little too much mustard on that clearing attempt. And let's see, it chipped out right back to Pieri at the right point. She puts it almost all the way in, but it bounced off one of the Calgary players, actually. I believe that went off of Rihanna Curio. And it goes over the other side now with his Kira Dostal for the Blades. Chips it up to Wolfeiler along the near boards. Back to Dostal now. Along over to the far boards now, but it's going to go and be picked up there by Berzins, who then collides with Jensen. Jensen tries to kick it out, kept in by Pierre. Jackie Pierre puts a shot in, and a pad save there by Ott, and she'll tie it up. And once again, Brittany Ott so far.
Well,
doing well.
Ott's not letting, like I said, not letting a lot of loose pucks around there. She's right on top.
First time we saw her play here, she stopped 31 shots against Montreal, and we nicknamed her Brittany Knott. And let's see, after a couple of bodies collide, Casey Pickett's able to get the puck out of the zone. And forechecking there is Rachel Lannis
with
for the
Blades. With Kamigimo Sabi.
Let's see, moves over now to Peacock, who brings it into the zone. She's got Dostauer there too. Lannis chips it up, and if Pickett could have gotten it, they could have had a possible two-person rush going there, but it's going to be taken there by Tegan Schroeder. Schroeder's got it now, and she passes up to Laura Dostauer, who brings it up now through center ice and up along the right wing and chips it into the Boston zone. She's in a race right now with Blake Bolden, but Drew Burns is the first to get there. She'll scale it around the boards, and it winds up on the stick of Lannis. Lannis turns on the Jets. She's got one player back, moves in, trying to turn the corner, comes in on net, but loses the puck. Just as she was trying to turn it to the forehand, couldn't get the handle on it, and it comes outside the zone, but it's chipped back in there, once again by Taverna. So coming out with it now, I believe that is Webster once again for the Inferno, and she chips it, goes off the stick of Erica Crom, winds up in the Boston zone. 2 minutes left, just about 2 minutes actually, 2:05, and they try the pass, goes through everybody actually, but it goes right in the net, so Brian's got to play it. And they move it out right now, and here comes that rush once again. Cunningham, a little bit of a drop pass, and she gets it back now. She did the little drop pass to Carolina Urban, and she passes it over now, and it goes to Urban. Urban has it checked though, as she was broken up there by Taverna. Puck is in the Boston zone right now. With it there is Schroeder. Schroeder's got over to Urban now. Urban tries a weak shot on net, doesn't get through. Urban tries to get the puck again, goes out to Cottrell now, and Cottrell's got a lead.
Nice pass.
There we go. This is Naslund. Naslund and Dempsey, a 2-on-1. Naslund to Dempsey.
Oh, that's a goal. Beautiful.
Another goal by the Blades. They almost connected before, and this time they did it.
She pointed right over to Naslund out there. She pointed her finger at it and says, you know, thank you.
And these two have combined on a goal already. Almost combined on another one, but they do here.
Well, that was a real pretty pass from the beginning. To get that out of the zone was the pass.
So another insurance goal for the Blades with 1:23 left to go.
You'll be able to pick that up in the rebroadcast, but that was a nice pass coming out of the zone that really struck that through.
That was gorgeous. Dempsey with the goal. Naslund with the helper. And 1:23 left to go in the game. And they pretty much put it away. Here we've got an icing call. It'll be back down to the Boston zone now. 1:08 left, and I guess we can use the familiar Mike Lang quote from the Pittsburgh Penguins hockey call. Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building.
I didn't know he came in.
I guess not, but anyway. There we go. Dempsey the goal, Naslund the assist. 5-1 now, and pretty much smooth sailing for the Blades here. Minute 6 left to go in the game. Five to the score. With it now, Drew Burns in her own zone. And she brings it out now, and it's chipped away. With it there is Dostal. She puts it all the way in on net, and Brian's got to play it. Bringing it behind her own net now, Erin Duggan for Calgary. 45 seconds left to go in the game. Kept in there, Shannon Mahoney scales it back in, but then goes right through everybody. And let's see, is it going to be icing? No, it's not. They say Dostal could have turned on the Jets a little more and gotten it. So she tries to chip it out right now. And it's stopped there, and I believe it's put onto the Boston bench by Madison Holler. So we will have a face-off.
There's only 29.9 seconds left to go, and Boston's up at a score of 5-2.
That's 11 goals in the last 2 days. Good effort by the Boston Blades. Oh, boy.
Oh, somebody almost lost their head.
Yeah, Schroeder went to scale it into the Boston zone, almost took Zuber's head off. Cardella now chasing after it along with Zuber. Backboard Zuber pushing Cardella into the boards. A little bit of activity there. Bolden's got it now. Nice little behind the back pass there by Cardella. And she goes to pick it up now on the near boards and just tries to scale it out along the glass. And it goes off of the hand of Tegan Schroeder and into the Boston bench. So we'll have another face-off, and it will be.
It's only 5.8 seconds left to go, so.
Pretty much academic here. Blades will come out with another victory. Start the season at 6-1. Nice job for the Boston squad here.
Well, the rookie Casey Pickett's really
Yeah, she's
done
had a
wonders
heck of a
with them.
game.
She's had a heck of a game. She had a heck of a game yesterday. The winning goal.
Yep. And that's going to do it. Game is over. And by the way, the final score, 5-2. Casey Pickett does wind up scoring another game winner. 2 games against Calgary, 2 game-winning goals by Casey Pickett. And the Blades emerge victorious with a 5-2 score. Nice job there by the Boston team. And just going over the scoring really quick here. In the first period, just 1 goal. Calgary drawing first blood as the goal scored by number 16, Julie Page. Power play goal, unassisted. That was her 3rd goal of the season. And at the time made it 1-0 in favor of Calgary. And then here comes Boston. Just 41 seconds into the second period, Rachel Lannis getting the goal for the Blades, making it 1-1 at the time. The assist going to Cardella and Pickett for Rachel Lannis. That is actually her first goal of the season, I believe. So that is goal number 1 for her. And that made it 1-1. Later on in the period, Megan Pickett, now that's her sister. Casey
How about go back to the rest of the family, huh?
Yeah, Casey Pickett
We haven't
scoring the goal
included
there.
Brian in there.
Her 6th goal of the season, shorthanded. The assist going to Jill Cardella at 11:35 of the second period. That made it 2-1 in favor of the Blades, and that's how it finished out. Then in the third period at 4:09 in, goal scored once again by Casey Pickett. Rachel Lannis with the assist, a 4-on-4 goal. That's Pickett's 7th goal. That made it 3-1. And then later on in the period, Jillian Dempsey scored her 4th goal of the season, the assist going to Whitney Naslund, and that made it 4-1. At 10:54, the goal scored by number 22, that was Jenna Cunningham for the Inferno. That was her 3rd goal of the season, and that made it 4-2, and Calgary was starting to press, and you thought maybe they were going to come back in this one, but then finally the one that put it over the top, just about end of the game, actually at 18:37 of the 3rd period, goal scored by number 3, Jillian Dempsey, and the assist going to Whitney Naslund. That made it 5-2, and that's how it ended here. Top 3 stars of the game here, they just announced them. And the number 3 star of the game, I just wrote down and I can't figure out what the heck I did with it. Here we go. The number 3 star tonight for the Calgary Inferno, number 16, Julie Page, who got the first goal of the game. 2nd star, Casey Pickett, scored the game winner, got a couple tonight. And the last goal scored by Jillian Dempsey, who is our number 1 star of the Boston Blades for this evening. And that's going to finish it up. Bob Boyce, thank you very much for
Well, appreciate it very much. You know, people need to come down and see this. We videotape this game, but you can't see all the interactions like going to a live hockey game.
All right, Dan, that's the final here today. The Boston Blades victorious over the Calgary Inferno once again. Not quite as much of a nail-biter as last night, but still a solid victory for the Blades. The final score, the Boston Blades 5 and the Calgary Inferno 2. On behalf of my co-host here, Bob Boyce, also our crew members, Dave McMahon, John Semino, Brian Jocelyn, I'm Bill Robert. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of New England Hockey Showcase.